Hello, my name is Peter Moreno, and today I'm doing a presentation on foodborne pathogens such as Salmonella and how to prevent contracting such foodborne pathogens. Did you know that illnesses from foodborne pathogens are at an all-time high? According to the CDC, which is the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, 2018 was a record year for illnesses caused by foodborne pathogens, with Salmonella being the main culprit. Now, you ask the question, how do we prevent contracting these foodborne pathogens? Well, the CDC suggests to use the following guidelines to prevent contracting these foodborne pathogens. The CDC suggests that you follow the four simple steps to help protect your family and loved ones from foodborne illnesses. You clean, you separate, you cook, and you chill. Clean. You wash your hands, you clean your surfaces that you're working on. You separate so that you don't cross-contaminate animal proteins and produce. You cook animal proteins to the proper temperatures, and you chill your food in refrigerators that are below 40 degrees. Now, let's dig a little deeper into these guidelines, and we're going to begin with the first step, which is clean. So clean. You want to clean your hands, which is before and after you handle raw meats. You want to clean your hands. You want to get up under the nails. You want to get around the knuckles. If you're wearing a watch, you want to get up towards the watch. You want to get up under it because that's where bacteria likes to stay and likes to creep up under. And also you want to clean your surfaces. So if you're handling raw meats, you want to make sure that the surface that you're working on is sanitized before you begin another process. Separation. So this comes to before the cooking process and after as well. So before the cooking process, you want to keep raw foods away from produce. And also when you're storing them away in your cooler or your fridge, you want to make sure that you're not cross-contaminating. That's what we're preventing in this step. Next step is cooking. So when we're dealing with raw meats, each type of protein gets cooked to a certain temperature to kill off bacteria completely. So when you're handling something like poultry, so we're talking chicken, turkey, you want to cook that protein to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's going to be in the center. When you temp the center of it, that's where you're going to want it to be at 165 for a minimum of 15 seconds. Pork is going to be at 155 degrees Fahrenheit, and proteins like fish and beef are going to be at 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And these are all minimums. So as long as you cook it to these particular temperatures, you will be killing off bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella. And then the last step is chilling. So you want to make sure that your fridge, wherever you're storing your food, is at least 40 degrees Fahrenheit, all the way down to 32 degrees before the freezing point. So there's the danger zone between 40 degrees and 140 degrees where we do not want food to be in that area for too long. And these are the guidelines to preventing foodborne pathogens in the cooking process. Now let's touch on another way to prevent foodborne pathogens, and it's in a way that we don't typically think that we can contract foodborne pathogens, and that is by practicing safe play practices with our pets. Now, according to the CDC, you can prevent things like Salmonella and E. coli by following certain guidelines, and they call it safe play practices, and they're as followed. Now, first off, of course, we always want to wash our hands. Now, according to the CDC, hand washing is the single most important procedure to preventing the spread of infection They even go as far as saying that clean hands could potentially save lives. So again, we went over hand washing earlier, so we want to stick to those same practices when playing with our pets. Now, let's move on to the next one, and that is cleaning bowls, cleaning food bowls, cleaning water bowls. Now, Claire Nowak of Reader's Digest magazine makes a very good point in one of her articles when she says that residue left over in food bowls of our pets can be a spawning ground for E. coli and salmonella, that we need to wash their bowls regularly in order to prevent this from happening. And another guideline that we can follow to prevent foodborne pathogens from spreading is regular vet checkups. We want to get our pets checked to make sure that they haven't contracted anything, because if they contracted it, we want to treat it, and we also don't want them to spread it to our family. Hopefully now we understand why the CDC suggests that we follow certain guidelines to prevent foodborne pathogens from spreading. Let's do a real quick review. We follow the 4-step guideline, which is we clean our hands, we clean our surfaces, we separate foods to prevent cross-contamination, we cook to proper temperatures, and we chill at proper temperatures. Other guidelines that we follow is safe play practices with our pets. We wash our hands after we're done playing with our pets. We clean their bowls, we clean their water bowls and their food bowls to prevent the spawning of E. coli and salmonella within the bowls. And we also get them checked regularly by a vet. In 2018, the salmonella outbreak was at an all-time high. And by following these proper procedures, we can prevent the spread of infection to ourselves, our families, our pets, and our communities. My name is Peter Moreno, and thank you very much for your time.